welcome back to another Road to Max Damage episode. It's been almost 1700 days since the start of the creation of my Dell, and exactly 1683 days since I created this character. It's also been 937 days since the start of the Road to Max Damage series, and I'm extremely happy that I did start this series. It's been a ton of fun making these videos for you guys, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching the progression of this character over the last 937 days. Now, in today's video, we're going to do something a little bit different, and we're going to kind of just go over where we stand right now with our current gear, our CP, and pretty much where we want to get to over the course of the next few months. So currently we are sitting at 568 mil CP. Now this obviously can be increased quite a bit with a few things, and we're going to go over what those things are going to be in this video. Now currently our gear does stand at this. Our ET is 22 double prime, slime ring 23 double prime, Golux ring 22 double prime. We do have a Roar 4. Now, this is one of the biggest upgrades that I am going to be looking to get in the near future, but of course, this is all going to be dictated by RNG. Now, one of the best things, though, about this is that they did introduce the brand new Oz ring box where you can get grindstones from it, and it is instant. So, hopefully, in the very near future, we will be able to get ourselves a Roar 5 and potentially be able to get ourselves a Roar 6, because we do have a level 6 grindstone sitting in our inventory, but we'll see. We'll find out. We'll see if we are lucky enough to get that, but time will only tell. We do have the belt sitting at 22 stars as well with the exceptional enhancement. This item is going to be done for now. We do have the Zerk at 21, and we did fake double prime this as well, and we'll get into why we did that a little bit later in the video. The eye patch is currently done, sitting at double prime. The CFE triple prime at 22. This is going to be a finished item for now. The Sweetwater pendant sitting at double prime as well. Now, obviously, once we get a source, a few things will change here, but again, we'll just have to wait for that to happen. The Daybreak sitting at fake double prime. This is one of my biggest upgrades to make as well at the moment, and we'll get into that after we go over what our current gear is in a few moments here. Weapon sitting at double prime with a T7 flame as well. The secondary sitting at regular 3-line. The emblem sitting at double prime. This is going to be finished for now. The hat sitting at triple prime 22. The top 3-line. The bottoms are triple prime 22. The shoulder, we do have a 21 star calling shoulder sitting in our inventory, but unfortunately we cannot wear it until we get another eternal piece to 21. So again, we'll see, hopefully in the very near future. Only 2 more weeks until we get another eternal. We'll see if that changes by then. And then the cape is going to be an arcane cape, and obviously we're just waiting for a eternal. And then the gloves, the same concept here, waiting for eternals. The boots, these are going to be finished for now. And then obviously a black heart waiting to be replaced by a TC and a Genesis badge. Now, of course, that's the gear. The familiars are sitting at 35, 35, 35 boss. Unfortunately, every single boss end that we've opened in the game has been a 35% boss. I think we've opened about 6 now, and I think we are currently sitting at 670 familiars open since the update. Now, obviously, this is not including all the other familiars that have opened on this account, but that is the current total that we're at, because I have been tracking every single familiar that I have opened since the start of the brand new familiar implementation update. So now that we've gone over the gear, what are some of the things that I really want to work on, and some of the things that I think are going to be very feasible to achieve in the very near future? First, I want to double prime anything that is not double primed. We're going to be saving up money over the next 2 months to pretty much fully double prime the rest of this character. So the slime ring is going to be one of those items. The berserk is going to be one of those items. The daybreak will be one of those items, depending on if we see a source or not. The top will be one of those items, and the shoes will be one of those items. And that is going to come to a grand total of 5 double primes that I do want to potentially work on. Now, the other item that I might work on, but I don't know, we'll see, is going to be the secondary. Now, currently we're sitting at 3-line. 1249 would be a gain, but obviously 12-12-9 is the best case scenario. We'll see what does end up coming out of it. If we do save up enough money and we get lucky on all the other items, we'll try to go for it. If not, I'm not a huge fan of going for double primes on the weapon, secondary, and emblem. As you guys obviously know, we nearly spent 2 trillion misos on our weapon to get double prime. It was not a fun experience. It took a few years to do and a lot of cube sales, but we did end up hitting it with time, so maybe we'll get lucky on the secondary. We'll see. And that is currently where the gear stands right now. There's obviously a few things to work on for like min-maxing and flames and stuff like that, and trying to get a better weapon flame, but for now, those are going to be the items that we are prioritizing working on in the near future. Now, the next things that I want to obviously work on is going to be our familiars, but of course there's not really much we can do. We can just keep farming and keep opening familiars. There's going to be a 15% boss increase, which is quite a lot of damage at this point in the game, so really hoping we can hit on these soon, but again, we'll see. There is going to be a brand new familiar implementation in the new MapleCon, so we'll see what they end up doing with that as well. Maybe they make 35 or 40 boss like obsolete and it doesn't even matter. We'll find out. We'll see what they do. Maybe they add like higher attack percent familiars, maybe they add final damage familiars. Who knows what they end up doing, but we'll find out at that time. And maybe it's not even a big deal, and maybe 120 boss is going to be like the 2024 meta, but we'll see. On top of that, the other best in slot upgrade is going to be the Roar 5. Now, this is also going to be quite a lot of damage. This is one of my biggest gains across my entire character, and it's not even close. So hopefully very soon we can hit on this. I don't know what I'm at in terms of grindstones. I definitely know that I'm over 15. I might be under 20 in terms of the grindstones used, but I didn't track the grindstones prior. And then in terms of Legion and level, currently we are sitting at 10.1k Legion. Now I do want to get this to 10.5k Legion in the long term, but that is obviously just going to take time through hyper runs and stuff like that, because I do want to fill out this dex block in the last buff duration slot. And yes, I know I have my Legion set up incorrectly. It's just really annoying to set up with the Legion solver, so I'll do it later. I'll get to it later. Some people told me that in the last video. Thank you guys for that. I will fix it later. But yes, the next goal is going to be 10.5k Legion to fill in the dex blocks and the last buff duration slot. And then obviously with levels, the main goal is getting to level 300, but for now we're going to take it slow, and the next big goal I want to set for myself is getting to level 298. I feel like getting to level 298 is going to feel like we're getting very close to level 300, even though I know it's quite a bit of ways away. But level 300 is going to be the goal for the long term, but level 298 is the next big milestone to hit. Now, on top of that, what are some of the goals that I want to set for myself in the near future? Now, obviously the Destiny Liberation is going to be one of the biggest goals to hit, and probably one of the more challenging goals for me, especially. Calling is going to be probably quite challenging. I haven't gone in and practiced the boss at all, so we'll see how it is when we get there. But the Destiny Liberation is going to be a big goal that I have for myself, and obviously want to try and get that done as soon as possible. Obviously it goes Saren, Kalos, and hard calling. Now we know that we can do C Kalos pretty comfortably, but hard calling, that one is going to be quite a challenging difficulty to actually complete, but we'll see what we can do when we get to that point. In terms of other bosses, we hit a lot of our goals that we had for ourselves, honestly. In the last episode, we talked about soloing Chaos Kalos, and we did in fact solo C Kalos. It was a pretty decent run. Actually kind of screwed up quite a bit in that run and jumped out of my roar in my first burst in phase 2, but we did end up getting the C Kalos solo done, which I'm super excited about. It was a lot of fun to progress that boss and try to min-max certain things in the boss to optimize damage, but regardless, got it done. And on to the next one. The other goal that we did have for ourselves is the hard Baldrix clear. Now I did not think that we were going to be able to get this done, just because of how challenging this boss is in heroic and the damage spec that you need to be at. I wasn't sure if we were going to actually be able to get this done, but we did in fact get it done. The party was absolutely goated. We put in the hours to get the clear, min-maxed a few things, and we did end up getting the clear, so super excited about this. This class actually does an insane amount of damage in phase 2. It's actually disgusting. I think Adele is probably the best class in hard Baldrix, or in Baldrix in general, in phase 2. I actually don't know if there's a class that's better than this in phase 2. This class is like extremely broken in Phase 2 Baldric. So super nice to be playing a class that's one of the better classes in the game right now. Since the 2-minute change had happened, there was a slight learning curve, just getting used to ripping things off a cooldown and a few changes in the rotation. But Adele is very good right now, so I'm super excited for the future of bossing on this class and pretty much what we're going to be able to do in the future with Adele. And Adele is only getting better from what we've seen in the recent KMSTs. So hey guys, that is going to wrap up this episode for today. I hope you guys did enjoy it. It's been a ton of fun over the last 937 days and over the last 1700 days progressing this character. If you guys want to see anything else in the series, please let me know in the comment section down below. But until next time, I'll see you guys then. Take it easy. Peace.